Hey buddy, today we're going to read the Berenstein Bears and the Messy Room. See, they got a bunch of crap all over the place. And it says on the first page, when small bears forget to pick up, store, and stash some of their favorite things. When small bears forget to pick up, store, and stash some of their favorite things end up in the trash. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, here's the first page. See that? From the outside, the bear's treehouse, which stood beside a sunny dirt road deep in bear country, looked very neat and well kept. The flower beds sparkled with red, yellow, and blue tulips. The woodwork was freshly painted and in good repair. The grass was cut and the vegetable patch was properly weeded. Even the bird's nest that perched on one of the treehouse branches was well trimmed. See that? See that little bird's nest right there? That's what he's talking about. The inside of the bear's treehouse was neat and clean too. The pictures were straight. See that there? The piano was dusted. See that nice piano right there for making music? And the kitchen was spick and span. Look how clean that kitchen is. Nothing on the floor, nothing. Even the basement was neat and clean. And if you think it's easy to keep a treehouse basement neat and clean, well, you've never tried to do it. See that basement? They got all their food and their they got a bunch of roots growing in there. So I guess that's what they're talking about. It's hard to keep the roots out. Yes, the bear's treehouse was a lesson in neatness and cleanliness, except for one place. Brother Bear and Sister Bear's room. It was a mess. See that? Look at all that crap they got all over the floor. What's up with that? What's the deal? A dust-catching, wall-to-wall, helter-skelter mess. Look at Mama Bear. She's not happy. A half-done jigsaw puzzle gathered dust in one corner of the room. A group of brothers' dinosaur models collected cobwebs in another. Sister stuffed animals were everywhere. As for the bear cub's big storage closet, well, just be careful how you open it. Look at all the stuffed animals and the puzzle all over the floor. It's not good. And then Mama Bear opened up the closet and all the toys fell on her. Oh no. It wasn't that brother and sister were naturally messy. They tried to keep their room straight. They made their beds most of the time. And they swept and picked up once in a while. See, making their beds, sweeping and cleaning. The trouble was that when cleanup time came, they spent most of their time arguing rather than cleaning. How am I supposed to sweep with your dumb dinosaur toys all over the floor? Argued Sister. And he said, they're not toys, they're models. And don't move them. I'm working on a setup of the Pleistocene aged. Brother protested. Pleistocene Schmeostine, shouted Sister. Not only was brother and sister's room a mess, but brother and sister were getting to be a mess too. Always arguing about cleanup chores instead of sharing the job and working as a team. See? They're arguing with each other. There's the dinosaur toys. Then Mama Bear, she's not happy back there. She's kind of always got the same look on her face, doesn't she? Very angry woman. What usually happened was that while the cubs argued about whose turn it was to do what, Mama took the broom and did the sweeping herself. And she often did the picking up too. That was the worst part, the picking up and the putting away. Well, that's not good. Mama's doing everything for them. That's not good. Well, the mess just seemed to build up and build up until one day, maybe because it was Mama's back was a little stiff, or maybe it was stepping on Brother's airplane cement, or maybe she was just fed up with the messy room. But whatever it was, Mama Bear lost her temper. She stormed in the cub's room with a big box. Ooh, she stepped in the glue. That's gross. There she is with a box. Uh-oh. What's she gonna do? Not looking good. The first thing we have to do is get rid of all the junk, she said. Junk? Said brother and sister, watching in horror as Mama began to throw things into the box. My teddy isn't junk, screamed sister. My bird's nest collection isn't junk, yelled brother at the top of his lungs. See that? He's got a bird's nest collection. That's gross. But I guess they're bears, so. The screaming and yelling got so loud that it reached Papa, who was working in the workshop, putting the finishing touches on a batch of chairs that he had been ordered by one of his customers. He couldn't imagine what was wrong. He hurried up the stairs and looked into the messy, noisy room. It didn't take a deep thinker to figure out what was going on. There's Papa working on a chair, putting that together. That's what he does. He's a chair maker. The bear that makes chairs. Hey, that rhymes. And then he came in and he saw everybody fighting. Papa got Mama and the cubs' attention and called a family meeting right then and there. Now the mess has really built up in this room, he said. In fact, it's the worst case of a messy buildup I've ever seen. And it isn't fair, he continued. It isn't fair to your mama because we have a lot of other things to take care of, and it isn't fair to you because you really can't have fun or relax in a room that's such a terrible mess. He gave a big bear growl. Quiet! But Mama is putting all my things into that box, even my teddy, said sister. And my things too, cried brother. Then Papa got an idea. A box, yes, he said. Better yet, a lot of different kinds of boxes. A big toy box for your large toys. I can make one in my shop. And some smaller boxes for your collections and models. And how about those boards with holes and pegs to hang on, asked sister. A pegboard, said Papa. Great idea. All this room needs is a little organization. A little organization and a few rules, added Mama. Rules about more sweeping and less arguing and not leaving things to gather dust and cobwebs. Get they're all figuring it out, talking it out, communicating. Papa set to work making a fine big toy box and a large pegboard, while the cubs and Mama sorted out the toys, books, games, and puzzles and put them into boxes that fit neatly into the closet. Every box was clearly labeled. See the bears? Papa's making the box and the pegboard, and then Mama and the babies are getting the little boxes and get everything organized. Some of the Cubs things did end up in Mama's throwaway box, but sister's teddy bear, of course, but not sister's teddy bear, of course, but some of brother's bird's nest, the crumbling, falling apart ones. It was a very big job cleaning up all the messy buildup, but after a lot of straightening up and putting away, the job was finally finished. Wow, said brother, that's quite a job, but it was worth it. It looks like a whole new room, said sister. The Cubs were right. See, look at their new room. It's all nice and organized. There's not toys all over. You got a board to hang their stuff. The beds are made. The dinosaurs are organized. There's not stuff all over the floor. Good for them. And Papa had been right too. It was so much more enjoyable to live in a neat, clean, well-organized room, and so much more relaxing. It wasn't as exciting to open the big storage closet now, but it was much more practical and a lot more fun. The end. See, look at they're nice and happy now. They got their room all organized. The brother's reading a book, eating some cookies and milk and relaxing. Sister's getting a box of puzzles out to have a puzzle, and then Mama, she's finally happy. The end. Okay, the reason we read this today is because when you get older, you're gonna have a lot of stuff, and it just it makes things less stressful, and it just makes everything better when stuff's organized and clean and put away. And we'll teach you some of that stuff as you get older. So I love you and have a good day.